When Faustina Sechi was a little girl, people in Ghana ate cassava to ward off starvation. Today, this starchy tuber is a secret to her success.
When I was young, cassava is a poor man's work. By now, if you touch cassava, you are a rich people in Ghana. Yeah, those touching cassava, we don't have problem at all.
Faustina has been processing cassava into gari, a popular food in Western Africa, since she was 8 years old. But much has changed over the last 30 years.
That time we don't have any machine, so we get it by our hand. That's manpower. And we press it by big stone.
Back in the 1980s, she recognized cassava's potential and invested in a grating machine. But her business only started flourishing when she received training on better processing techniques through the Root and Tuber Improvement Program. Supported by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, the program set out to raise incomes of poor cassava farmers by increasing their yields and creating efficient markets benefiting both producers and processors.
I have some customers from US, UK, Nigeria, Mali, Niger, and so many other places. They came here and buy my garlic. Yeah, because my garlic now, I can talk. I'm proud of my processing. It's good and it's quality.
Today, she employs 34 women and produces almost 30 tons of gari a week. She also extracts starch, which she sells to textile and pharmaceutical factories, and uses the peels as animal food.
So we don't throw anything from cassava out. We use everything inside the cassava.
In June 2010, Faustina's factory was awarded as a GPC, a Good Practicing Centre, and today she is the one giving advice.
Last time I was talking to them about my life, and they said, hey, they want to be like me, but how can we? And I tell them, oh, wait, it's little by little, you can be like me.
Today, thanks to cassava, Faustina owns her own home and can afford to send her children to private school.
I pay their fees, I feed them every morning. They are neat every time. Yeah, so cassava helped me, and it takes my children to grow high.
With Ghana producing 12 million tons of cassava annually, Faustina has every reason to be optimistic for her family's future. For Hungry Planet, I'm Sam Cole.
The Philippines is known as the texting capital of the world. Around 3/4 of the entire country have cell phones, and most everyone is using them for something. With about 11% of the workforce living overseas, an increasing number using SMS text messaging to transfer cash back home to their families. The Philippines is also home to an increasing number of devastating storms, rising seas, and conflicts. Hunger is a problem for many displaced families who have lost homes, farmland, and livelihoods. In emergencies like these, the World Food Program helps by providing long-lasting staples like rice and oil. And cash for work projects like these new homes being built help uprooted communities get back on their feet. In situations where food is available but out of reach to many, WFP is testing mobile phones to transfer the cash they have earned so that they can buy food.
Ito po yung message niya.
Today, these women are learning how to enter the proper codes and collect their cash, adopting technology to help fight hunger.
It becomes like a digital wallet. It's almost like a bank account. And our surveys shows that they are spending 70 to 80% of the cash on food. So we think that's a good thing.
Rosemarie Esta does too. Her home was completely destroyed in 2009 by Typhoon Ketsana. Today, WFP and the European Union have credited her with 240 pesos, about $5.50, which she claims from a shop that participates in the program. Of that, she spends 79 pesos on chicken and 8 pesos on milk to feed her family.
Ang pagkakaiba kasi doon,
She told me that with cash, she could buy a greater variety of food.
gusto ng anak ko, mabibili ko.
Before the typhoon, Rosemarie and her family lived in a house by a lake. Now they live under a makeshift roof of plastic sheeting between some homes and a sewage ditch. Rising sea levels, typhoons, and conflict is keeping the Philippines with one foot on either side of the edge between hunger and hope. WFP is trying to use available technology in creative ways to help people get their balance. It's a Spartan existence, but the food Rosemarie and her family are able to buy gives them some semblance of normality and keeps their stomachs full. For Hungry Planet, I'm Jonathan Dumont.
You want more bang for your buck? Let's talk about the human rescue plan. The World Food Program, fighting hunger worldwide.
Forests provide essential resources for the planet. When they're destroyed, entire ecosystems can go into shock. 2011 has been declared by the United Nations to be the International Year of Forests. They cover a third of the planet's landmass and provide over 1.5 billion people with a livelihood. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization partnered with the Philippines government to promote ANR as a way of regenerating the forests. The ANR technique is simple and above all cost-effective. When a small tree is located, a ring is weeded around it, and the surrounding grass is pressed down. Finally, nearby grass is cut away, so sunlight can penetrate the area and trees can grow quickly.
All these little fellows that are trying to grow get a chance to grow, and you can see the result. This is only 2 years old. And how many species have you got here? All native species.
As people begin to understand the fragility of our natural systems, they're flocking to see forests. This means new sources of income, along with increased possibilities for ecotourism. Communities also benefit from the forest products they're able to collect. The tropical pandanus plant is used both as food and to make dozens of household products. These women use it to make baskets, now on sale throughout the Philippines. It's an important source of income, and it's directly tied to the state of the surrounding forests. The United Nations International Year of Forests aims to raise awareness of the fact that healthy forests are an important part of guaranteeing sustainable development. Regeneration projects help to ensure that we can continue to celebrate forests well into the future.